Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me on another video today. So today is a weighing update, you'll be glad to hear, finally. But as always, as usual, which seems to be happening quite repetitively now, I'm going to start off with an apology that I've not updated you sooner. So it wasn't last week, it was the week before last. I did weigh in after my first week of being back on the one-to-one plan, and I did all the editing, everything like that. It was all good to go. Kept trying to upload it, but for some reason YouTube just kept bouncing back saying that something was corrupted or something couldn't be recognised, and basically it wouldn't let me upload my video. So I had no choice. I messed around with it, tried cutting bits out, adding bits, no idea what was going on with it, but it just would not let me upload it. So I had no choice but to delete it. I deleted it, had every intention of re-recording it and trying again, but as what happens, life escaped me. I have a very small brain, so things I do forget quite easily, and yeah, I just didn't get round to it, so massive apologies. So it's been, what has it been, like about 3 weeks now since I've vlogged. I think it's been 2 weeks that I've not been on plan, so spoiler alert there, but I'll just update you with everything that's been going on basically. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'll just bore you to death, but I started back on the one-to-one diet because I wanted to be serious about my weight loss. We all know that my head hasn't been 100% in the game this whole time since falling off the wagon initially, you know, sometime in summer, that I have genuinely really struggled to get my head back into the weight loss game. There's been reasons for it mentally, you know, like, I don't know, just my head's just not been in the right place, even though I really want the weight loss. I want target. And I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm sick to death of being on this constant conveyor belt of losing weight all the time, that maybe I'm just a bit fed up, and I don't really want to do it anymore. I really don't, but I still want target, so I've got no choice but to do it. And I am a bit of a petulant child like that. If you tell me to do something, I'm going to do the opposite. You know, you'd think as a grown woman with children herself and a husband that I wouldn't be like that, but unfortunately I am, and it's just the way that my brain works. So yeah, tell me to do something, I'm going to do the opposite, very annoyingly. And that is even with my own advice. I tell myself to do something and I'm going to do the opposite. And I think that's just where my head is. But regardless, I'm still persevering. I'm still trying. I still want the weight loss. I just want to go to bed and then wake up the next day and I'm at target and someone's just sucked all the fat out of me. And yeah, I'm at target. That's ideally what I want. But reality wise, that is never going to happen. So I've got no choice but to grin and bear it and carry on. So yeah, going back a few weeks, I rejoined one-to-one, started back on plan, had an amazing first week. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can remember it. The hunger was real. It was a struggle getting back on plan with it. I found it incredibly difficult. However, I knew that get through that week, it'll get easier, and the benefits would definitely reap. And they did. After that first week of being on plan, I started initially at 14 stone 12. This is all going off of memory because I've not got anything to hand where I wrote it all down. I started off initially on the one-to-one diet at 14 stone 12. That first week, I dropped an amazing £10 in a week, which was just mind-blowing because the first time I ever did one-to-one, I only dropped £8. But like I said, because I'd done one-to-one before, this time, any little mistakes that I might have made first time round, obviously I knew exactly what I was doing this time round, so I stuck to it 110%, like absolutely to the letter, drinking my water, eating my products, everything. And I did step 1B, so that was the 4 products a day. And yeah, managed to drop £10 over the moon, weighed in at 14 stone 2. If I have a picture of the scales, I'll pop it in. that I sent to my consultant, but I don't know if I've deleted the picture or not, but yeah, I'll pop it in wherever if I've still got it. So yeah, absolutely over the moon. And then it all went Pete Tong. And it all went Pete Tong because I had events coming up, parties, Kobe's birthday, we went away, just all sorts happened. Me and my husband, did we go away before? Yeah, me and my husband went away for the weekend, and obviously I wasn't on plan that weekend because we went away for the full weekend. We went for a long one, so Friday to Monday I wasn't on plan. I was drinking, I was eating what I wanted, I wasn't being ridiculous, but then on the same side I really wasn't watching what I was eating. If I wanted it, I had it in whatever volume I wanted it in. So yeah, so for the past 3 weeks I think it's been, I've not been on plan at all. Whoa, that lorry just got very close. Where's it going? I don't know if you can hear it beeping and reversing, but that got very close to my car. Very close. Sorry, you can probably hear it in my throat. I've not been well these last couple of days. Just feel fine in myself, just scratchy throat. Feels like there's a tap constantly dripping down the back of my throat like water all the time. It keeps me awake at night because I can't swallow properly. Oh, it's absolutely horrible. And then I can swallow better during the day because obviously I'm not trying to sleep, but it's just so sore, and then I'm all nasally and everything. So yeah, just feeling a bit rubbish. But yeah, anyway, back to weight loss. So for the past 3 weeks, not being on plan. Like I say, not Slimming World plan, not calorie counting, not one-to-one, nothing. I've been completely honest with my consultant and let her know that, do you know what, at the moment, it's just not happening because I've had too many things going on, all sorts. So I've put a pin in it and I've restarted again this morning. Yes, I've restarted again this morning. There's 6 weeks till Christmas. My aim is to lose 2 stone by Christmas. That's my aim, because obviously I dropped such a good weight loss in that first week, which was almost a stone. It was 4 pounds shy of a stone. So if I can do that again, drop a really good amount, I don't think I'll lose the 10 pound, but we'll have to wait and see, because it depends whether it's just like more water weight rather than fat weight. If it's water weight that I've put on, then there's a good chance that I will drop that 10 pounds because I'll get rid of all that lot again first. But if not, if it's fat that I've put on, then obviously it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So yeah, 2 stone to Christmas, that's what I'm aiming. I've obviously weighed in this morning. I'm going to put a picture of the scales because again, I've sent them to Laura. So I am going to put a picture of the scales. Ignore the fluffy socks, but it's bloody freezing today. But yeah, you'll see that I've weighed in at 15 stone, 1 pound, 2 ounce. I'm ignoring the 0.2. I'm going to go with whatever it says, whatever stonage and poundage it says. That's the one that I'm going to stick with. So I'm going to ignore the other point numbers. So yeah, 15 stone 1. Yay. So what's that? I was 14 stone 2. I've put like, what, 13 pound on. Yeah, 13 pound. 13 pound in 3 weeks. Wow. I didn't even think about it until now. 13 pound in 3 weeks. That's good going. That is good going. But to be fair to me, I only have to look at chocolate cake and I can put half a stone on. I don't even have to eat the bugger. I only have to look at it and I can put half a stone on. So 13 pound in 3 weeks, you know, well done. I think I deserve like an award for that or something, because that's nearly a stone. Oh God, that's nearly a stone in 3 weeks. Wow. Wow. I think it's been 3 weeks. I don't think it's been more than that. I think it has only been 3 weeks. But yeah, just saying it now. Obviously, I've weighed on my scales this morning and I've sent the numbers off and I've programmed them in. I've done all that lot, but I've not actually realised what it means until right now when I've just been explaining it to you how much I've put on in such a short space of time. So the aim for next week is £13 off. No, that's not going to happen, but yeah, if I can get if I can get at least half of it off, so let's just round it to a nice even number, even though 7's not even, but a half a stone. If I can get at least half a stone off for next week, I'll be happy. And that is doable, because like I say, it's going to be a very drastic change in my eating. I'm going to be drinking more water rather than alcohol. So that's going to be a drastic change in itself. I'm not going to be eating takeaways. I mean, I've had, sorry if you know, stick your fingers in your ears if you don't want to hear the kind of things that I've been eating, but I've had like Papa John's, I've had Burger King, I've had curries, I've had Chinese's, McDonald's, pizzas, just everything, absolutely everything. And that's just takeaway side. That's not even including the kind of food I've been cooking at home, where I've been throwing butter in mashed potato and butter in my pasta and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I've got away quite lightly actually then with £13 thinking about it. Anyway, it's done now, isn't it? There's no point in crying over spilt calories or spilt weight gain, is there? It's done and dusted now. So now I need to focus. I need to knuckle down. I've not got anything now between now and Christmas, so 6 weeks. I am going to give myself Christmas off. And when I say Christmas off, I'm going to have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day off. They're my 3 days that I'm going to have off. Not bothered about New Year's. You know, I've got young children. New Year's isn't a big deal for me at the moment because obviously, like I say, I've got young children. I'm at home with them, so we don't go out celebrating. Me and my husband and the bigger ones will stay up to see New Year in, but it's not like a celebration. We usually have like another Christmas dinner style dinner on New Year's Day, but again, I can tailor all that accordingly, so even that's not going to get in the way at all of being on plan. But I am going to give myself them 3 days off of Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, because I've got family over and stuff, and I just want to enjoy it. So in order for me to have those 3 days off, it means I'm going to have to knuckle down big style and just really crack on and get off as much weight as I can do. Like I said, I'm aiming for 2, but if I can either get that or a little bit more or close to it, then I'll be very, very happy. And I will reward myself. Or even if I just stay on plan, even if I don't get that number or I'm not anywhere near that number, as long as I can say that, hand on heart, I have consistently stayed on plan for that 6 weeks and I've tried my blooming best to get there, then I'm going to reward myself with Christmas off. I am. And again, I'm not going to try and go excessive over Christmas, but I don't know what future Andrea's got planned, so we'll just have to wait and see. But then I'll just get straight back on it and we'll crack on again with getting the remainder of my weight loss off. So my target's 11 stone, so it means I've got 4 stone to go. I'm still at 2 stone loss, almost, overall, because I started at almost 17, I was like literally a pound shy of 17 stone. So I've still got 2 stone off, but now I've got 4 stone to go. Whereas if summer Andrea would have just carried on, I would have easily been at target by now, because I was 4 stone off. I mean, I was 4 stone lost in summer. But as seems to be my usual norm, I'm just very much self-sabotage, or I don't need anyone else to do it for me, because I am quite happy to do it for myself, it seems, because, you know, I've only got myself to blame for still being on this bloody roundabout of weight loss and not being at target yet, because I seem to always get just so close, do so well, and then everything just blows up and I put weight back on again. Thank goodness I've not put all of it back on. I'm still like 2 stone down, but I could have been at target now if I'd have only just kept my finger stuck in. Anyway, it is what it is. Like I've said, I'm going to stop harping on about it. So my plans going forward is, like I say, I spoke to my consultant already this morning. She's reset my targets, everything like that. It is like I'm starting from scratch again. So she's put in my new weight from today, which is 15 stone 1. So that's what I'm starting at. Gutted, understatement, but hey ho, like I said, it is what it is. My plan for getting the weight off now is I'm not doing 1B. I need actual normal food as well, so I'm going to do step 2. So it means that I have just 3 products a day, and then I have an evening meal. Excuse me, like I say, my throat, I'm actually struggling quite a bit to talk. So my evening meal will consist of mainly, like if you think of the Slimming World plan, it's like an SP, so it's speed and protein basically. That's what it is for your evening meal. So obviously it's extremely low in carbs, just to help with the whole diet plan. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to do step 2 and I'm going to knuckle down. I really am. I'm going to knuckle down. And yeah, time will tell. That's all that I can do. I'm not going to promise anything to you guys or to myself. I'm just going to try as hard as I can. And I'm just going to do that whole treat myself a bit like a dog, that, you know, if I behave, I'm going to be rewarded. And I'm going to be rewarded at Christmas, so I need to behave. And in reality, 6 weeks isn't very long. It's not long at all. It'll be here before I know it. It really, really will. So yeah, 6 weeks. Let's do it in that chunk. I think that chunk is definitely maintainable. 100% it is maintainable. That I can keep the momentum going. I'll have a little 3-day break for Christmas, and then we'll crack straight back on again and see how the new year brings the weight loss. So that's it. I'm going to love you and leave you, because there really isn't anything to say. If I keep talking, I'm just going to keep going over the same stuff. And nobody wants to hear me repeat myself a million times, because I do that already. And I will catch you next week. So thank you so much for watching. Drop any comments you want to down below. I'll speak to you there. But otherwise, if I don't see you before, sorry, there's a bit of fluff floating around. If I don't see you before, I'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves. Thank you. Bye.